Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I am congratulating all of you in the graduating class, including all the teachers of Leonor Salapantan National High School, for your dedication and untiring stride in spite of the pandemic towards the realization of this very important event. I would just like to make special hello to my two beautiful class advisors, Mrs. Gatumbato and Mrs. Tadifa. Both of you have a special place in my heart. You're not only my advisors, but my non-biological mothers as well. I would also like to greet and acknowledge our school principal, Mrs. Castillo, my former teachers, and all the teachers of the school, and to the proud parents and their family members of the graduating students, a pleasant afternoon. Just to share with you, in 2019, I was already invited to be your graduation commencement speaker. But due to conflict of schedules, it did not materialize. Last year, I was invited again to deliver a commencement speech. But unfortunately, because of the onset of the pandemic, the graduation was canceled for everyone's safety. Looking back, I realized that maybe the reason why God did not allow me to be your speaker in 2019 and 2020 is because He has a better plan, and that is He wanted me to deliver a message of hope and inspiration during this very difficult time. For me, it is God's perfect timing. Let me share with you my favorite verse in the Bible and Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 to 6, and I quote, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight." This verse is so special to me because I felt that it guides me in my life's journey. During my younger years, just like many of you today, I was not so competitive academically. I cannot recall that I topped on any examination. What I can recall was that I failed in the major examination of my not so favorite subject, Filipino. In every failure, I always pray for God's guidance. I know He has greater plan for me. As a person, we sometimes overlook that God is always watching and listening to our prayers. God revealed His answer to me by sending an unexpected angel. I received a college scholarship grant from the director of Hitachi Metals. That director is my aunt, Tita Chris Gamboa. So you see, out of nowhere, I became a scholar, and right after graduation from college, I was employed in Luzon Electronics Technology in Cavite, as I was first invited to do my practicum. But it turned out to be my first job offer. And would you believe that even when I pursued my Doctor of Philosophy degree in Business Administration at De La Salle University Das Marinas, I was again gifted by a full scholarship from another Hitachi group of companies in Laguna? God is really amazing, right? Who would think that I will become a doctor someday? Even in my dreams, it did not show up. What I know is that I always pray for God's guidance and blessings. Now I know it was all God's plan for me, so never underestimate His plan for you. But of course, there are many challenges along the way. Reaching this destination is not a walk in the park. I also struggled physically, mentally, and emotionally. My faith and character were tested. But because of my determination, hard work, and confidence in God's guidance, He makes many things possible for me. My dear graduating students, today is a very important day in your life. Graduation is a big achievement already, especially during this time of crisis. But remember that this graduation sets you to another start of building your career. Don't be afraid to sail out there. Just remember that prayer works. Your next journey in college or somewhere else will definitely hone your abilities and skills for you to become future ready in facing the many battles of life. As you pursue your college education, don't forget your heroes, your teachers, who in spite of the dangers of this pandemic have delivered the quality education you all deserve to receive. You know, this COVID-19 has tested the resolve of our educational system as it exposed the many limitations and challenges of our existing system in terms of its readiness to online learning. For example, the problem in accessing the internet, with many of you also wishing to get better gadgets to use in your online learnings, including the psychological torture when you start to miss your physical friends and classmates because of the long lockdown. In all these challenges, you and your teachers with your parents acknowledged and confronted them boldly as declared by OECD, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. The old ways of doing things will not work anymore. So, with that, to remain relevant in this pandemic, the teachers need to invent their lectures in more fun and enjoyable environments suitable for online learnings. We need to build student-teachers pleasant relationships, and parents should embrace their new role as assistant teachers while being good parents. In the next few months, you will be pursuing your college degree. Always remember that success primarily relies on you, so you can contribute by being open to new learnings. Be confident enough to share your ideas. Be open to change. Remember that this is a generation for you to shape. So be excited to move out there and let your voice and ideas be heard. Let me end my message by sharing three lessons that you can use in your own journey and life. First, be courageous. Don't be afraid. A new generation of young people like you are better equipped with all the necessary gear to succeed. Make your experience of COVID-19 become your tool in many offering the obstacles that you will be facing in the future. Second, do what is right. Don't forget your values. We have learned your values from our parents and our hero teachers. Those are the values that will last for a lifetime, like respect, honesty, fairness, and generosity. Be a shining light to everyone. Finally, practice gratitude. Don't forget to always say thank you to your parents for all their hard work just to make sure that you will receive a quality education. And of course, whenever you see your teachers, be the first to greet them. Remember, your teachers are your second parents in school. They are there when we're still vulnerable and weak. When you see them in face to face, hopefully in the near future, when the pandemic ends, you can already physically express your thank you and you can hug them too. Don't forget them. I believe you will also reap happiness and success in the future if you continue to be grateful with your supportive families and teachers. Despite the uncertainties of this pandemic, our graduation committee has made a wonderful decision to prepare and make this event virtual. Let us be really thankful for the huge effort of our principal and teachers. Let's give them a round of applause. And with that, congratulations, Class 2021. Put your virtual caps and gowns on. Shout to the whole world that this is your generation's and you are indeed a significant part of the spirit of this theme, strengthening the quality of education amid this COVID-19 pandemic. May mahimo kamo. We believe in you. Make us proud. Keep safe and God bless everyone.